Hi guys, welcome to Dragon's Cave. My name's Karen and welcome to what I believe will be going out as my first Christmas themed video. Got this little Santa keyring mould. Now I want to try and do this. I did kind of make one, painted the mould, didn't come out as I'd like. So I'm going to do this one in UV resin. I've got a little pot here and I've got this very fine white glitter which I got from I believe I picked this up in the range in the UK when I was over there visiting. So oops, nope, it hasn't been opened. Just typical. No, need to get this here we go. Not just that, there's a sheet of foil there as well. Got my sharp pointy thing. Get this off. You'd think I'd be ready for this, wouldn't you? I've been faffing about for the last half an hour, wondering what to do with it. There we go. Cover that up so I don't slice my fingers off. Right, so just a little spoon. I don't know, don't really want to make this too thick because obviously the UV needs to penetrate. So fingers crossed. And I don't need an awful lot of this because this is for the bobble on his hat and his hatband. So fix this up. Oops, sorry, out of shot again. I'm good at that. Okay, so I think that's got enough sparkle in there. I'm going to start off just in his bobble. Then across the hatband. Hopefully this will stay in place. Need to be careful not to put it too thick. So although the mould is translucent and I have got a very good UV light, I still need to make sure that it's going to cure properly. I just need to bend down a little here, make sure it's right up to the edges. Hope I'm still in shot because I'm not able to look into the camera as well from this angle. So that appears to be in the right place. Okay, so I'm going to pop this under my light and I will be right back with you. See you in a sec. Hey guys, this is all cured up now. So I'm going to carry on with the white sparkle, but I'm also going to put a tiny bit of this silver laser powder in, just a little tiny amount, because I want to make his beard and moustache very slightly different from the hatband. So where do I put my stirrer? Here it is. We need to go a little bit more resin in there, but we'll pop this in and see how we get on. This is just for his beard and moustache. Now obviously this is going to run a little because the shape of the mould, but I'm hoping that I can make it stay more or less. I may need to do this in a couple of stages just to keep it where I want it to be. think what I'll do is I'll spread this about very thinly, then give it a quick zap with my torch before I move it over into the light. Holographic was the word I was looking for. The one that escaped me totally. Yeah, it's starting to pool in the middle, so I'm going to give this a quick flash with my torch to try and get it to stay where I want it to be, and then fill in the gaps, and then pop it under the light to properly cure. Don't seem to have any problem with it, really, with the moustache, it's the beard. Okay. Totally forgot his eyebrows, so let's get those done. Hey guys, ready for the next part? So this, I'm going to use this gorgeous Hemway red glitter for. Comes in a bag, but I've transferred it into a pot, obviously. Reasonable amount in there, but again, I obviously need the UV to penetrate, so I can't make it too opaque. Hopefully that'll be enough. So, stop the bubbles in there. We'll deal with the bubbles in a minute. Let's get this mixed in. I think I will need a little more glitter in there. Just a bit more. Oh, where should I put my spoon? There it is. Sorry, bang the camera. Okay, it should do nicely, hopefully. So this is going to be, I think I probably mixed up too much, but I generally do. So I'm going to start with his gloves. That in there. Still not really opaque enough, is it? Glitter's not really thick enough in there. Never mind, we'll work it out. So let's get this spread out again. And again, it's all migrating to the middle, but that's okay because I'm going to put a couple of coats on just to make sure that we're completely covered. Obviously, he's got to have a red nose. Oops, I think I overdid that a little. Let's see if I can get some of that out. Right, let me get the tissue. See if I can soak a little bit of that up. Here we go. I'm going to zap that with my torch again to stop it moving too far. And then I'll put another coat on. And obviously fill up the hat a bit better. Then it'll go back under the UV light. And then we will be back for the next bit. So far so good, hey? Ish. Okay. Get that zapped, and I will be ready back when we're ready for the next part. See you in a sec. Okay guys, this is all set now. So I'm going to back it in white, just using standard white mica powder. Again, you need to make sure that this isn't totally opaque, because you do need the UV light to penetrate. And when I've got the, it's too much on there. I've got the double-sided Let's Resin UV light. There will be quite a lot of UV going into this pot because it is reasonably deep, but I'm impatient and I want to finish it. Normally I would have backed this in epoxy, simply due to the size of the mold, but like I said, I'm impatient. I want to see it finished. So just give this a mix. Probably could have done with a slightly larger pot as well to mix this in, but we'll get there. I'll probably fast forward this again. It needs to be fairly thin layers, so this will probably take, I don't know, 3 or 4 layers to do. Well, I've just remembered I had something totally different planned, because I wanted to put red around the edges. And of course the red I already had mixed up, I've used for something else. So need to mix up a bit more of that. Joe, I'm really having one of those days today. I'll just put my glitter away. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to go around and make sure there's no bubbles trapped at the edges, because I can see a few there. Just trying to be very careful not to disturb the UV that's already cured on the mold, because it will pull it away. And I mixed up too much, but I need, what do I need? I need a cotton pad, preferably one without a dead mosquito. Just overdid it just a touch here. Let that run back. Okay, I think we're close enough. As I say, I will need to be very careful not to disturb what's already in the mold. So I'm just going to zap this under the light there, and I will be right here. So in a sec. Okay, this is all cured up now. So I've got my, there's lots of bubbles on there. Where's my little lighter? I need to refill that. Okay, so give it a last mix. Get any little blobs of powder out. And I'm going to start with just covering his face. Obviously this, you can't go too thick. Well, I've said this a million times already. You really can't, otherwise it won't cure. Oh my grief, there's dogs howling out there. No idea where they are, but they're very upset about something. Okay, so I'm going to start with that layer. Get that cured up. And see you in a sec. Bye. Okay, this part's cured. I'm going to pop another layer on. I mix a little more UV resin in with what I already had, so it's slightly more transparent. So I'm just going to throw this in, because by the time it spreads right across the mould, it'll be quite thin. And I won't bore you with coming back for every layer. I will be back with you when we're ready for the demold. See you in a bit. Okay guys, we're ready for the demold. Now I'm not holding out any great hopes for this, because although this says no thinking, it actually has shrunk. As I could tell as I was putting the next layers in, the layer I just cured, it obviously pulled away from the mould, because as the liquid was going in, bubbles were coming up around the edges, and it's already, I can see here, pulled away, and I haven't even picked it up yet. So cross everything, you never know, might be lucky. It could have been a little fuller, but I didn't want to push my luck and waste any more resin. So, okay, it hasn't come out that badly. Don't know if you can tell, but it's bowed because of the heat, I assume. So if I just push him down gently, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not quite what I was after, but next time I've learned my lesson, and it will be epoxy rather than, well, I'll probably do the face in UV, but then do the backing in epoxy to save the strange bendiness. It's too hard to straighten, unfortunately, but you know, could have been worse. The theory's fine, didn't quite go to plan. Well, I hope you enjoyed that anyway, and I will see you for the next upload. Bye.